How much should a shower curtain cost? 10, 20, maybe $50? What if I told you a CEO once spent $6,000 of company money on one? That's your entry point into the wild story of the Tyco scandal, a tale of corporate greed so outrageous it makes cartoon villains look tame. This wasn't just a fudged lunch expense. It was a systematic looting of a public company, with executives treating Tyco's treasury like their personal ATM. Over $150 million in unauthorized bonuses and forgiven loans, plus another $500 million in cooked books. CEO Dennis Kozlowski and CFO Mark Schwartz weren't just executives, they were modern-day robber barons, believing the rules didn't apply to them. So, as we dive in, remember that $6,000 shower curtain. It's the perfect symbol of the breathtaking arrogance at the heart of this scandal. Sometimes the most shocking crimes happen in boardrooms, not back alleys. Tyco, maybe you know them for those anti-theft tags on jeans. But in the late 90s and early 2000s, Tyco was a corporate giant, buying up hundreds of companies. Under Kozlowski, Tyco became a Wall Street darling, its stock soaring as it gobbled up businesses from security systems to medical supplies. The public saw a lean, efficient machine. Kozlowski was hailed as a no-nonsense manager, running a modest headquarters to project fiscal discipline. But it was all a facade. Behind the scenes, Tyco's endless acquisitions created a perfect smokescreen for financial trickery. The complex structure made it nearly impossible for outsiders to see what was really happening. This allowed the top brass to play a shell game with Tyco's finances, hiding fraud behind a wall of constant growth. Investors and regulators were dazzled by the illusion, while the company was being bled dry. Tyco's fame hit a rot that would soon come to light. How do you steal hundreds of millions from a company you run? Kozlowski and Schwartz showed us how. They abused executive loan programs, borrowing tens of millions and then simply having Tyco forgive the debts, turning company cash into their own. They paid themselves massive, unauthorized bonuses, disguising them as business expenses. Tyco's accounting department became their private bank, with no oversight. On top of that, they inflated Tyco's profits by $500 million using shady accounting tied to their acquisitions, tricking investors and boosting their own stock options. It was a two-pronged scam, robbing the register and lying about what was inside. For a while, no one looked closely enough to catch them. Their arrogance was matched only by the scale of their theft. What do you do with $150 million in stolen cash? If you're Kozlowski, you throw a $2 million Roman orgy-themed birthday party in Sardinia, complete with vodka-dispensing ice sculptures and a private Jimmy Buffett concert. He tried to write off half the party as a business expense. The extravagance didn't stop there. A $30 million Fifth Avenue apartment, $6,000 shower curtains, $15,000 umbrella stands, yachts, mansions, and millions spent on art, including a Pissarro painting, all paid for with Tyco's money. This wasn't just greed, it was a performance, flaunting untouchable wealth. Every purchase was more outrageous than the last, funded by employee pensions and investor savings. The infamous shower curtain became the scandal's symbol. A simple, tangible sign of excess anyone could understand. When the details emerged, the public and jury saw the moral rot laid bare. The spending spree wasn't just criminal, it was cartoonish, and it helped bring the whole scheme crashing down. When the truth broke in 2002, Tyco's stock collapsed, erasing $100 billion in shareholder value, devastating ordinary investors and employees. Kozlowski and Schwartz were convicted in 2005, sentenced to up to 25 years, and ordered to pay hundreds of millions in fines. The verdict sent a clear message: no one is above the law. Tyco survived, but its reputation was destroyed, and it faced years of lawsuits and restructuring. The scandal, along with Enron and WorldCom, triggered a crisis of confidence in corporate America. This led to the Sarbanes-Oxley Act, imposing strict new rules on corporate governance and accounting. Tyco's legacy is a cautionary tale, a reminder that unchecked power corrupts, and transparency and oversight are essential. And as long as greed exists, there will always be another scandal waiting in the wings.